Hey guys, it's Cece. Welcome to my channel, and if you're not new, welcome back. So today's video is going to be another Zodiac video. My last Zodiac video was well received, so I decided to do another one. This one is going to be your Zodiac sign during quarantine. I thought that this would be a good idea and really relevant to what everybody's experiencing right now. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to start off by element. So each zodiac sign is attached to a different element: earth, air, fire, and water. So I'm going to be going over the earth signs first: Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So I'm going to start off with Taurus. So Taurus during quarantine probably don't mind the quarantine. I know that they're really hard workers and they're taking this time out to enjoy not being busy. And also Taurus is at the grocery store stocking up on snacks and foods and stuff like that. Probably the ones who are eating all the quarantine snacks, making home cooked meals and ordering out too. They're doing a lot of eating at this time. So that's Taurus during quarantine. Virgos are huge planners, planning out their whole entire life during and after the quarantine. They already had PPE stocked up prior to this pandemic in their house. Like, they are so prepared. They're the ones who are going to follow the rules to the T, such as wearing masks, washing your hands every time you touch something. Yeah, so they're cleaning, they're constantly cleaning, constantly planning, constantly just trying to be on their toes. Next sign is Capricorn. So Capricorn don't mind the quarantine because that's pretty much their lifestyle prior to quarantine. I feel like they're really a sign that just stays in place. They don't really do much or anything out of the ordinary. So they're not really concerned about being locked down, but sometimes they can get bored. If they aren't working, they're in panic mode, but if they are working, they're enjoying working from home and trying to build a business probably, or stacking up on their paper. Always money to be made when you're a Capricorn. Mostly Capricorns care about career related stuff and money and stuff like that. So I feel like that is their main worries during the quarantine. So that's probably where they're suffering out the most. But in terms of socializing, Capricorns, they're not really like big on like being social. So yeah, that's it for Capricorn. The air elements are Libras, Geminis, and Aquarius. So Libras during this quarantine struggling a little bit. Even though Libras are in quarantine, they're trying to still figure out ways to maintain their looks and trying to figure out what outfits they can wear after the whole pandemic is over, because that is what Libra is all about. They're all about love and beauty. They're probably trying to stay connected with their friends at this time because they're a sign of love. And Libras are also going online shopping at this time, using Amazon and trying to shop for new outfits and anything that is beauty related to maintain their looks. The next sign is Gemini. So Gemini, still trying to figure out how they are feeling about this pandemic. One day they can have so much anxiety about being locked down, and the next day they can be chilling and just eating quarantine snacks and watching Netflix and all that quarantine related activities. At this time, they're probably trying to stay on top of the news and trying to educate themselves about the pandemic and what is happening around the world. So you could go to a Gemini about all the facts about the global pandemic and what Trump is saying and what the White House is doing and they would have the 411 for you. The next sign is Aquarius. So Aquarius is probably really struggling during this quarantine because they are a social sign. Aquarius loves to be out and about, socializing with their friends, making plans, and right now they cannot do that, so they're hurting right now. They are not used to being in the house and sitting still. They're an air sign, so you know air flows around, and they're just like to move around like this. If you are stuck in quarantine with an Aquarius, they're going to talk your ears off because this sign loves to talk. Also on their phones 24/7, talking to friends and family members. So yeah, that's Aquarius during quarantine. So the next element I'm going to go over is fire. So the fire signs are Aries, Leos, and Sagittarius. So Aries at this time don't really care about lockdown, and they don't really care about the global pandemic. They're still doing them, and they're still not following the guidelines that the government has set for them. Aries do whatever they want. They don't care who tells them no or anything like that. They're still going out, not wearing a mask, probably booking flights because they are cheap and trying to travel during this time. Yeah, so you know, everybody knows Aries don't care. Aries are wild, you know what I mean? Aries are wild. Leo. So Leos during this pandemic, it's like, does this virus know who I am? Like, how dare the virus try to stop my flow? You know what I mean? They're probably on the phone a lot, FaceTiming friends and talking on the phone. And yeah, the most thing that Leos are struggling with during the quarantine is being isolated and not being center of attention. So that's probably like their main struggle right now during quarantine. The next sign is Sagittarius. So Sagittarius really bored during quarantine because they're the sign who likes to go on adventures and do different things and try to be helpful to the community and trying to be of use to others in a way. So if they can't really like show off their skills or show off what they can do best during the quarantine, they're probably feeling like a little bit useless right now. Yeah, they're mad about the restrictions because Sagittarius don't like really being restricted, and they like to do whatever they want, just like the Aries and just like the Leos. You know, all of these people are fire signs, and they're also trying to learn new skills at this time during quarantine because Sagittarius loves staying educated. They like being on top of their smarts and intellect. So yeah, that's Sagittarius during quarantine. So the water signs are Cancer, Scorpios, and Pisces. Cancers during quarantine are very sensitive at this time. Cry often during this time, probably like 3 times a day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Since they are also sensitive at this time, they're not watching a ton of news because after watching the news, it could be very draining to a Cancer, since they are empaths and they are sensitive and they are a water sign. So water signs tends to be very emotional at times. Scorpios are somewhere pretending that this is not affecting them in any way, shape, or form, but deep down inside, this pandemic is affecting them a lot. They're a water sign, so they're very emotional as well, but they have a good way of hiding that. So you can't really tell what they're feeling at this time because they're good at covering it up pretty much. If they are single, they're suffering at this time because they're thinking, okay, when is the next time that I'm going to get laid? And if they are not single, this is probably the happiest time for them because they might be coming out of this quarantine with a baby in 2021. So that's Scorpio for you guys. Pisces. So the next sign is Pisces. So Pisces are also a water sign. So they're very emotional, but like the Scorpio, I feel like Pisces hide their emotions very well by trying to keep calm, cool, and collected. Pisces at this time are probably like all over the place emotionally mentally and physically, and they're trying to just like keep it together. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. See you guys in my next video. Bye.